And Sierra is very familiar with the military. You've been covering some great stories. The U.S. military is facing a crisis right now when it comes to recruitment.
Yeah, and joining us to talk about his book on the recruitment crisis in the military is Matt Weiss. Matt, thank you for joining us. Tell us about your book, We Don't Want You, Uncle Sam.
Thank you for having me. This past year, the military suffered one of their worst recruiting crises in modern history. And everyone on the news that was talking about the crisis is a general or an admiral, a very senior person. So I'm a very young second lieutenant. I'm a Gen Zer, only 25 years old, and I wanted to give my generation's perspective on what's going wrong, how we can recruit our generation into the military and solve this problem.
In your book, you touch on some of the policies that might make people hesitant, Gen Zers especially hesitant, to enlist in the military. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So there's 21 chapters, 21 policy solutions. The military were required to give solutions, not just complain about problems. So some of them that are specific, I can touch on a few here. There's pay, for example. So a Gen Zer in the civilian world knows that if they work harder, they can achieve higher pay. In the military, we don't really have performance-based pay, or it's not very apparent and easy to compare your pay to a civilian job. So that's one sort of small example of how, with increased performance, if we can reward and incentivize better performance, more Gen Zers from a very economic perspective may be interested in joining and becoming a part of the military. A few other ones relate to housing policy. We've obviously had some pretty bad reports about barracks. Can we improve the barracks conditions to make military life, at least CONUS domestically, on par with what a potential civilian workplace and work life could be like?
And you know, I traveled to the big military base in Norfolk, Virginia, and I spoke to a lot of people. They joined the military because of security, long-term security for their families, and that was kind of the number one thing that I heard from people. You know, what are the long-term benefits of being in the military, and what can be improved, in your opinion?
It's a great question. So when I wrote the book, I obviously talked to thousands of service members at this point. And for Gen Z is the most anxious and depressed generation we've ever had. That shows up in the data. That could be social media. That could be the time period we grew up in. But the military provides the world's greatest physical social network. For a generation that's looking for connection and sometimes only gets it online, physical connection with peers, the military life is very unique from any other part of society. You're living together, you're working extremely hard together. It really creates these strong bonds, and that's what you hear veterans talk about, the bonds that they had. They fought for the person next to them. And so I really think that message of this is truly the world's greatest physical social network and experience and a connection you can have, unlike any other time period in life, is a really good selling point. It's really the value proposition of why a young Gen Zer may want to consider service over a very similar civilian-like job.
And you know, Matt, I've been covering the military for about 6 years now, and a lot of times I hear people say they feel like this is their purpose, and you touch on that in your book. Can you break that down just a little bit?
Absolutely. If you look at like management, business theory, you know, people go into jobs, careers, and callings. Those are the three buckets that they classify in economics. And a lot more people in the military have callings, right? This was their calling. Again, with that physical social network, working for the person next to you, leading, bringing people up. I personally joined because I looked at this as the greatest leadership factor. I could learn how to actually lead people. And so that calling factor really creates a unique bond among people in service, in uniform, and it's really a key fabric for the country, frankly, right? We look at a lot of political division, a lot of division in the country. The military brings people from all over, all different communities, and brings us all together. And so it really could be an answer. Service, more inclusive service for every community in the U.S. could be an answer to solving some of our division.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. And if you want more information on his book, We Don't Want You, Uncle Sam, you can find that on our website, 10news.com, later this morning. Thank you so much for your time. And it is the Year of the Dragon. Today, hundreds of people are expected to celebrate the Lunar New Year in Mira Mesa. The San Diego Tet Festival is set to start in the next few hours. ABC 10 News reporter Natay Holmes joins us live from Mira Mesa this morning. Natay, this is expected to be the largest Lunar New Year celebration in the county.
Sierra, good morning. That is exactly right. So this is actually a 3-day festival. Today is the 3rd day. So they are, I guess, leaving with a bang, I guess you could say. But we are here in Mira Mesa at the Mira Mesa Park. And as you can see, it is fully decorated and decked out. As we mentioned, doesn't start until a few hours away, but you can already see they are still waiting for folks to get out here. We are here in the Cultural Village, and you can just see just how amazing and beautifully decorated it is with some definitely cultural installations here. Just absolutely amazing. Now we're making our way over to one of the organizers. His name is Mr. Alan Tran. Good morning, Alan.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, so just for starters, tell us what we are looking at in here, because you were really explaining it, just what folks can expect coming over to the Cultural Village here in the festival.
In the Cultural Village, we've changed the format a few times. I think for festival veterans who have come in before, this one is a significantly different layout. Mainly, there's a wide variety of games. There's cultural and picture photo ops for everyone, as well as a new layout for the stage right over there, where we have some really good kids programs and things like that going on as well. And unlike the main stage, for lion dancers here are a lot more intimate, so you can get a lot closer, and it can get pretty crowded here as well, but that's really, really fun.
And then tell us a little bit about the cultural and history aspect of it, because this is really the area where folks can learn a little bit more about Lunar New Year and things like that.
Yeah, I think that with the Cultural Village, one of the best things about it is bringing a bit of the Vietnamese culture and history in a small spot here, right? And giving everyone kind of a chance to see how beautiful the Vietnamese culture can be and the history that goes along with it. For anyone who's curious about it, I don't know if we have all our signs up, but if you ask any of our staff over, they can definitely talk about the significance of each individual structure. All these are coming from different times and different parts of history.
That's amazing. They look absolutely beautiful. Tell us a little bit about the festival. What else can people expect coming out here today?
Yeah, today's our last day, so we are going to be open at 11, going till about 6 today. Everything is going to be open, from food vendors to our beer garden. We do have main programming today. We do have Cultural Village programming today. There will be lion dances today. It'll be kind of similar to yesterday, just not running as long. But yeah, we encourage everyone to come out. I think it will be really nice today, a little sunnier as well. But yeah, we have a lot of food vendors. We have more food vendors than we have before. We have a lot more non-food vendors as well. We have a bigger stake in having local artists come in, so it's definitely support them.
Yeah.
And definitely you'll also see, talk about cultural stuff, but there's also some acts. So we have a cultural mock wedding today as well.
Awesome. Well, Alan, thank you so much for being out here early with us this morning. They are setting up again. 11 o'clock is when folks will be out here taking in all of this cultural experience and celebrating the Lunar New Year. We'll be here again at 8:30 to see what else the festival has to offer for today. Live here in Mira Mesa, Natay Holmes, ABC 10 News.
Natay, thank you so much. Coming up, money, technology, and friendship. These are the tools scammers are using. Next, we hear from a North County man who says he lost his life savings.
And earlier this month, an atmospheric river swept through most of California. How much that storm is expected to cost in damages?
Skycam Views, sponsored by Carlsbad Solar.
It seemed like a personal connection, but it turned out to be a financial scam.
Yeah, ABC 10 News anchor Melissa Messiha takes a closer look at the growing popularity of crypto scams and spoke with one North County man who lost his life savings because of it.
It started with a phone call. It ended with Yurik Wazowski's life turned upside down.
I am devastated.
It was in the summer when Yurik's phone rang.
I never pick up unlisted calls, but at this time I was busy doing something and I pick up the phone.
He heard a sweet-sounding voice on the other end.
And I said, no, this is the wrong number. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, but you sound like a Slavic, she said. Yes, I am Polish.
As an immigrant, he felt a connection. The call seemed innocent enough. They spoke on the phone twice. Then she encouraged him to start texting using the app Telegram. She claimed her name was Lena. We're blurring her photo because we don't know if she's an unsuspecting victim in this or if she's even real in the first place.
She mentioned to me she's doing some crypto trading.
Yurik already had investments in crypto, but was interested in learning more. She gained his trust and told him,
I can teach you. I can show you how to do it.
So how much did you initially start investing?
$800.
After he saw his profits, he transferred more money to a digital currency platform Lena recommended.
Altogether, it was around $70,000.
On top of that, he took out a $30,000 loan. She sent him pictures and videos reinforcing their friendship.
You are such a big gift for me.
She sent me such a lovely messages about her trust to me and how she loves me, to help me to build a solid retirement.
Turned out the platform where she told him to put his money wasn't real. This method is called pig butchering, a growing scam that often involves online romance or friendship and crypto.
You fatten up the pig before you then take it to slaughter.
It's something I've covered before.
So many of these scammers, they're so good at hijacking our brains. And so when you're in that state, those things that are apparent to an outside observer really aren't apparent to you.
Once that money is transferred to the scammer, it's really hard to get back. He's filed reports, including to the FBI.
I never, in my entire life, met somebody so cruel.
Yurik had hoped to retire. Now he can't.
How has this affected you? How has this affected your family?
I must work until I die.
According to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, crypto investment fraud rose from $907 million in 2021 to $2.57 billion in 2022.
They look very professional.
Yurik now leans on his true friends.
What do you want people to know? People who are going to watch this.
I want people to be cautious and to watch closely their wallet.
So heartbreaking there, and federal agencies want to remind you only scammers guarantee big returns and demand payments in crypto. They also say if an online love interest wants to help you invest in crypto, that's a scam too. If you're a victim, you can file a report with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. The website is on your screen, ic3.gov.
Let's go back to our storm coverage now. Earlier this month, we know California was hit by an atmospheric river. A new report estimates the damage $11 billion. Wow. The report is from AccuWeather. Governor Newsom declared a state of emergency for 8 counties, including right here, San Diego County. And right now, Northern California is dealing with a new storm. Officials in Sacramento, our capital, say they are ready.
Once the storm has passed, we'll assess the situation, go out, look at flood areas, look at how many trees, the damage, and then turn to the board and say, we feel it's time to declare an emergency.
And the Sacramento area could see up to 4 inches of rain through Wednesday. And we're going to see some rain coming in, and we already have the high surf, right?
Yeah, we do. So this storm system is bringing high surf, rain, and wind. But we're not going to see all the rain that San Francisco and Northern California has already saw, because there was some rainfall there yesterday. Taking a look outside, what we do have right now is lots of cloud coverage. You can't even see anything out of our Chula Vista Skycam right now. Current temperatures, you're waking up to 56 degrees in San Diego, 53 in Oceanside. It's 47 degrees in Ramona, 50 degrees in El Cajon. We're going to warm up to the low to mid 60s along our coastline today. We're looking at a high of 62 in Del Mar, upper 60s inland, a high of 67 in Escondido. Julian, you're looking at a high of 56, 77 in our deserts today. So when are we going to see this rain make its way into San Diego County? Well, as you take a look on your screen here, it looks like that chance increases going into Tuesday. We could see the heaviest rain from this storm Tuesday into Tuesday night, with some scattered showers lasting until Wednesday morning.
Coming up next, I speak to 2 women who risked their lives during the storm.
She pulled up and saw her horse and my horse and a third horse getting crushed in their corrals from the force of the water and debris.
Now they are being honored. The incredible action they took to save these horses. We have seen so many stories relating to the storm, and these two women, they risked their lives to save horses during the storm, and they're now being recognized. I spoke with the ladies and hung out with the horses that they saved. Well, you know what they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And this poor horse was almost underwater during the storm in January. It only took a few minutes for Sunnyside Stables in Bonita to look like this.
She pulled up and saw her horse and my horse and the third horse getting crushed in their corrals from the force of the water and debris.
Yeah, after watching that, there was no just standing around.
Valerie Magana and Colette Putnam take care of many of the horses.
What a good job, good job.
And on January 22nd, in all the chaos, they worked together, calmly moving the animals to higher ground.
And I just had to decide where was the safest to go.
Trying to move things out of the way, and then as well as some of the horses just needed to, actually, once they got physical touch, they were fine.
And the stables are located right next to the Sweetwater River. And you can see the shed right here. It is one of many that traveled almost a mile down the river. Valerie and Colette were honored by the Chula Vista City Council this week. The owner of the stable says he is proud of everyone who pitched in.
Things get tough. People really step up and you really see who people are. And I just can't be more proud.
Don't do that.
Valerie and Colette have had a love for horses all their lives. All the animals at the stables survived.
Some of them have, we can tell, actually a little bit of PTSD. Some of them will whinny and cry when it starts raining.
It's going to take time to make them feel entirely comfortable again, but everyone's well on their way to full recovery.
Aaron Dickens, ABC 10 News. And those horses are in great care by those two ladies. Very nice.
Absolutely. I love that story. Great work there, Aaron.
Thank you. And we are waiting for more rain here in San Diego. It's already, as we've been talking about, hitting other parts of the state. How people in the Central Coast are battening down the hatches just ahead of the storm.
Speaking of the storm, we're waiting for the rain to roll in, but the high surf is already here. I'll break down when exactly we expect to see those storms roll in to San Diego County coming up in my super 7-day forecast. We'll be right back. You're watching 10 News this morning.
ABC 10 News at 8 starts now.
We just had a catastrophic explosion.
Right now on ABC 10 News this morning, a catastrophic home explosion leaves a community with questions and a family in mourning.
And despite legal troubles, former President Trump is back on the campaign trail. How his rival, Nikki Haley, is using it to her advantage.
And an emotional gathering in Kansas City as protesters called for gun reform. How the city's mayor reacted to the crowd. ABC 10 News this morning starts right now.
And welcome back, everyone. Good morning. It is Sunday, February 18th.
Wow, already halfway through February. I'm Sierra Encinas. It is great to be with you this beautiful, cloudy Sunday morning.
Cloudy and dry, and we're looking at the rain coming in eventually, right?
Yeah, so let's track that storm right now. Like Aaron mentioned, it's very cloudy out there today. We're supposed to clear up to some partly cloudy skies later this afternoon, but all this cloud coverage is lowering visibility on some of our roadways. We are down to 6 miles of visibility in Oceanside, down to 8 miles.